You know, if it's something you're needing from me, you're not going to get it standing in the doorway like that. Lurking in doorways, is that what we've come to? You are eventually going to have to cross the threshold, you know. There. That is a good start. It's been a while since I've seen your face at the house of the shaman, asking for guidance, asking for penance from the gods, asking for wisdom or healing or anything else. It's been quite some time. A shaman never forgets, you know. So, what is it that I can do for you today? What is it that has brought you to my door once more? Now, sometimes I do enjoy guessing what it is that someone might need from me, but I'm a very busy person, especially on a day like today, so I would appreciate it if you just told me what it is, and then we can both be on our way. You're one of the warriors, yeah. One of the brave fighters heading out on quite a journey tomorrow morning at sunrise. I see. Well, you know, I do think I remember seeing your face in the crowd today as I was doing the blessing for all of the warriors, asking for protection from the gods. What exactly is it that I can do for you now? You'd like to know your future on the eve of battle. Do you think that wise? Well, I'm just saying, what would you do if your future was not favourable? Would you abandon your fellow fighters? Besides, the future it's always in motion. It's not just so simple as picking up a few cards or reading some runes or cracks in bones and knowing exactly what's going to happen. It's a bit more difficult than that. All I can do is convey as much as the gods let me see of the future. But it's never set in stone. I told the king as much. But you will be happy to know that, as far as right now, your victory is predicted by the spirits. I told the king that as well. So what exactly do you need to know your future for specifically? I cannot do readings for every single soldier, I'm sure you understand. It is normal, perfectly normal, to feel anxious on the eve of such an important day. All right, have a seat. Perhaps we could consult the spirits for you today. But instead of asking them to reveal your future, perhaps we could ask them for some guidance instead. Not revealing everything, but perhaps giving you a taste of something that will help. Some advice more than just written in stone that this is what's going to happen. How does that sound? Alright. I think we could do that. But first, you have brought in quite a lot of very, very anxious energy into my home. We're going to have to start out doing something about that before we ever consult the cards. I think we'll start with this. Some incense. This has a beautiful scent here. Dragon's blood incense. Give it a sniff. It's a very strong scent. Earthy and warm. A bit spicy almost. If I say it could be spicy. It's made not actually from the blood of the dragon, but it's actually made from the sap, the tree sap of a dragon tree. And it is an incense that can help cleanse away anxious, nervous energy and also bestow a bit of courage. Let's burn some of this, shall we? Here. Place it in here. And our little cauldron here for the goddesses. The triple goddess here. Maiden, mother and crone. The three women that govern the cycles of life and can bestow upon us wisdom if we ask it correctly. Here. You'll just light the tip of this incense here. There. Then we'll place it into the cauldron. There. Beautiful scent, isn't it? Very powerful. Very cleansing. Hopefully, will give us a bit of courage. There. Let that scent just pass over you for a moment. Help rid you of any worries that you brought with you today. You likely wouldn't be here if you were not worried at all. Worry is unfortunately a part of life, but we don't want it to ever control us, to choose what it is that we do. There. We'll set this to the side for now, but it will keep burning. That beautiful scent. Good. Now that your energy is a bit less all over the place, I get the sense that your worry is not just for your own fate. I see. Difficult to be leaving those that we love. Yes, I understand. Perhaps you were looking for a future less for your own sake and more for the sake of those that you're leaving here, or perhaps for your fellow comrades as well. Yes, you have quite a brave heart. Feeling fear, feeling nervousness and worry, that is not the sign of not being brave. In fact, bravery is being willing and able to act in spite of feeling afraid. I can sense there is much courage in you. But that does not mean that your heart is not worried for those that you care about. Alright. Shall we consult the cards for you today? I think that would be a good idea. I have a few different cards, a few different sets, but I think this is the one that we will use today. These are Oracles of the Cosmos cards. Each of these cards includes an image and a description of something from the heavens, whether it be a star, perhaps a constellation, perhaps a cluster of a nebula, something like that. You see, the stars are something that have always filled us with wonder. We look up at them, we make up stories about them, and we wonder what else is out there in the sky, those little points of light. And if they wish, the stars can grant us much wisdom as well. These cards in particular are very beautiful, and they can give us a bit of insight into what lies ahead. Now, as I said, we are not going to ask the cards today to just tell us your fate for tomorrow. They're not going to just ask, what does the future hold? We're going to ask for wisdom, for a sign of how we should act, how you should act. Alright? So it's not just a what's going to happen to me, but it's a what should I do? We cannot always control the hands of fate, but we can control what we do. That is generally the best course of action. What should I do? What is something that is within my power to do to help bring about the future that I want? So I want you to think about that question as I'm shuffling these cards, alright? What is it that I should do? Or how should I be tomorrow? We're looking for a bit of guidance, not the whole picture. But perhaps something that will impart some wisdom or some encouragement. We'll see. Alright, now I'm going to fan these out a bit, okay? And I want you to pick one. I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, pick one single card. That one. That's the one. Alright. Let's put the rest of these back for now. And then we'll look at what your card says together. Alright. Now, let's look together at what your card is and what the spirits would like you to keep in mind for tomorrow. Now remember, this card is not going to be hard and fast what is going to happen tomorrow. This is simply a guide for how you should act or make decisions, alright? Okay, let's see. Fascinating. You have chosen the card of Libra. This card is the card of balance. Libra is often depicted as scales, the perfect image of balance. It's a reminder that sometimes extremes can be dangerous. You don't need to be all or nothing. You don't need to burn the candle at both ends, so to speak. Now, the story of the constellation of Libra. Generally, it's thought that it is associated with the goddess Astrea. Astrea is the goddess of balance, but also the goddess of justice. You see, she used to walk amongst the people of Earth, and yet so many people treated each other and the world around them not injustice. They were cruel, they were unfair, and so she found it too painful to be on this land anymore, and so she was brought up to the skies, made into a constellation, hopefully serving as a reminder of balance and justice. So perhaps pulling this card is a reminder yourself to seek balance tomorrow. Maybe that means that you've spent so long worrying about other people. Maybe you've neglected yourself a bit. I'm not telling you to worry about yourself, to cause more worry or anxiety or anything like that, but it's important that to take care of those that are around us, we do also need to take care of ourselves. You cannot fill anyone else's cup if your cup is empty. Maybe this is a reminder that it's time for you to think about you. Or maybe this is a good omen of justice being served tomorrow. Who knows? As I said, this is a bit of guidance from the spirits. They don't generally speak in full pictures. It's up to you to interpret how this is going to affect you and the battle tomorrow. But maybe you'll be faced with some sort of a decision, and you'll remember the word balance. Seeking balance in all that we do. And when we fight, and when we seek peace, and when we work, and when we rest. Nature seeks balance in all things. Nature is not constantly growing. It has seasons of growth and seasons of, well, supposedly death. In the winter, things lie dormant. But it's so that nature can rest. And then in the spring, it wakes up. And that rest is what allows it to grow. You never know. Perhaps there's something else in your life that you need to seek balance in. Whatever the case, I hope this is helpful. Either tomorrow or in the future as well. Now, before you go, if you would like, I could perhaps offer you another little blessing for tomorrow. Of course, I did the blessing for all of the warriors leaving earlier today, but if you would like, I wouldn't be opposed to offering you a bit more, seeing as you are so very full of love and courage. Alright, hold on. I'm going to start by calling the spirits to us. Right? They are here, I assure you. They have certainly heard our call. I'm going to use another tone to put them in a giving mood, I suppose you could say. This is the bowl associated with the heart. It will hopefully help to open up the heart of the spirits and our hearts as well. There. Now I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Keep breathing deeply. I call upon the spirits of this place, the spirits of the wind, the spirits of the water, the spirits of the earth, and the spirits of fire, to offer protection and good fortune to this brave soul. I call upon the spirits of the ancestors to imbue them with strength, with swiftness, and with valor. Hear our request and grant us this that we ask. The spirits have answered. They have granted you what we asked of them. They have seen the goodness in your heart and have lent you what strength and protection they can. This is a very powerful gift. spirits for their aid, for listening to us. And we release them now back into their respective homes. There. Now, if there is nothing else, perhaps it is time for you to return to your home as well. Have one more good night of sleep before tomorrow. Remember that the spirits wish for you to seek balance, whatever that might mean. Balance and justice will win out. I should not keep you anymore. I have some more preparations to do before dawn as well, so you should head back home. Blessings, warrior. The spirits are